And we are live.
Good Wednesday morning.
Yep.
It's an unusual day for us. With our first New Year's Day this week. We got a good little stepladder finals for you guys today, man. These guys are both good all day. Excited to see the kid coming up in the next round. We got our final four step ladders here for you. Bob Kendall versus Nick Arvin in this first match. Coming up after that, the winner of this gets Daniel Robertson, and this one can throw the ball. And our number one seed is Rick McCormick. So we got some good matches coming up for you guys. That was a good day today, man. We're throwing this together last week, and last minute we had a good turnout. 68 bowlers rolled in the door this morning. Some of them are still down on the low end, bowling pot games.
Yeah.
High qualifier for today. Right there on your screen, Nick Arvin. He didn't do it by throwing shots like that, though. About 745. We did not bowl on our house shot, by the way, guys. This is on
a challenge pattern.
It's only challenging to use.
It's only challenged to be on one pair.
Ooh. We did bowl on beaten path. It was basically a modified house shot. Hear what you say.
Yeah. Basically a challenge shot. Depending on what pair you caught.
This shot plays. If you get the right ball in your hand and get lined up, it'll feel like house. You'll have
it can. Yeah, definitely.
If you have the wrong ball and you have the wrong line, you're gonna struggle. So we've done its job. It made it tough. Our scores were a lot lower than we normally see on our house shot. Not a lot. They were lower. Once we started getting through some of the rounds, these guys figured it out. They're really good.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and this the other thing too is we went out at 210, so the people with handicap it wasn't quite as much benefit there.
Right.
But even if we'd been 220, it still would have been lower.
Pull that over. There you go. Grab a link to the YouTube too. Sorry, you got the mouse.
Yeah, also our tech guy got lazy and forgot to create a banner for the New Year's Day sweeper, so that's why there's not a banner.
Oh.
Plus, really, I mean, technically we always have sponsors, but we really didn't have a... nothing really added to this one.
We're going to thank these guys anyway, because they support everything we do, and we're going to do the same thing. Next year, we'll make this even bigger. Like I said, we've thrown this together for a week.
Yeah.
We did pretty well. Said 68 of them walked in the door. Our low to cut, Blake Shelton, 02. It was really weird for me after game one. That cut was in the negatives, so it was -6 after game one. And I was like, I'm not used to typing that in.
Yeah.
Mystery doubles winners today: Trayvon Johnson and Von Trey Johnson, father-son duo, 486. Yeah, a lot lower numbers than we're normally seeing.
Yep.
But that's what you get when you bowl on a modified house. You don't have the match miss room. Done its job. I think these guys had a good time.
Yeah, it was definitely still a fun event. A little different format. Said, well, it's one thing. We had the qualifying, like we mentioned. You had normal qualifying, 3 games, cut in half. That was normal. And beyond that, we went to King of the Hill, 2-game total, King of the Hill. Then continued that until we got down to this 4-man stepladder.
Right. Yep. And then now we're down to single game stepladder finals.
Yep.
These guys are only going to bowl one game.
No. It's back-to-back 10 pins.
One game. Yeah, you don't see Bob miss a lot of those.
No.
Those,
output. I mean, if Nick can double here, that puts him right back in
Right back in
front.
the lead. You have Daniel down on the high end on 31-32, staying loose. Guy Steve did put a link in the Facebook chat for the YouTube channel. Make sure you guys head over there, hit the subscribe button for us, give us a thumbs up. All of those things help out the channel, free to you. It'll help out our bowlers in the long run, I promise you. There you
There
go.
you go.
Yeah, Nick was one that come up middle way through game one and told me, he said he had to move it just a hair right. Plays with the same volley stone that he normally bowls house here.
Yep.
And he feels like he has the same amount of room that he had on house. Just
Yeah.
had to tighten his, get his lines in front of him a little bit more than he usually does on house. But
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I noticed that's what I was seeing too. Is I was just a hair right, like everything. Mark, where I was standing, what I was aiming at, just because it was. I do think the house shot here is normally what 43 feet,
yes,
and this was a 41-foot pattern, so it just had to get that break point just a little bit further right to kind of get that benefit, is what it felt like to me.
right. Like I said, this pattern, I've
Yeah.
bowled on it myself. I usually, when I take time off or I need a little bit of help or just some good general practice, this is what I'll usually bowl on. I'll put
Yeah.
beaten path out. It's just to sharpen up my
Mm-hmm.
break point, make sure I'm hitting my spots, hitting my target, and my ball speed.
Yeah. That's the other thing I did notice is if you didn't really have, like we said, you don't have quite as much miss room. If you missed in at all, there wasn't quite the hole that
Right.
you're used to seeing.
Right. This pattern's what, 6-1, I think.
Yeah, 5.7 to 1.
5.7 to 1. Our house shot's 14 to 1.
Yeah, a little different.
There's a little more hold.
Yeah.
But like I said, these guys figure it out. They
Yep.
first round of King of the Hill, man, the scores were pretty good. Then the second round they went through the roof.
Oh, got it to fall. That's why we have the down lane camera.
There you go. And then that third round of King of the Hill, when they jumped from the low end to the high end, I think that messed with them a little bit.
Yep.
They went from the low end to the high end, and game one looked like they were
204
all going
was
to
the
struggle.
cut.
204 was the cut, and then all of a sudden,
Jumped into 451.
451 is our cut. Yeah. So
Yeah.
these guys are good. They'll figure it out. I'm with you. I think whoever wins this match is going to have the advantage throughout the Stepladder.
I think Nick just figured some things out here, and I think that's going to be, if he could stay that locked in, I think he's going to have an advantage over the next two. Like you see, they both kind of struggled a little bit. I mean, Bob still is. Nick struggled early to find that. So if the other two run into that same thing and Nick keeps what he has,
Yeah, the two guys coming in, Daniel and Rick, are going to have to come in, figure it out in their couple of minutes of practice that they're going to get. They got to figure it out quick.
Yeah.
Like I said, whoever wins this match is going to have a really good blueprint of what this lane, these pairs giving them, what this oil pattern's giving them. Especially it's 21 and 22. We talk about it all the time. And it's sat here for a couple of rounds now. It hasn't been used. It's Blake, what was the cut, buddy? It was you.
oh yeah.
It was you. So what do we got coming up here soon, Steve?
We have our senior sweeper this Sunday. our
Hey, hey,
normal standard Sunday sweepers, senior sweeper on Sunday.
that's gonna be a fun one because that's donut day.
It's donut day. After that, we don't. I mean, we'll have a couple of high school tournaments in here the next 2 weeks after that, so we won't really be running anything.
Right.
Our normal sweeper for everybody will be back on the 26th, I believe.
Yep.
And then after that, the first thing we have is our team challenge, isn't it? I know that's what you were wanting me to get to.
No. I'm with you.
But yeah.
Testing Steve, see if he
Yep.
knows what all's going on.
We also do
we have
have
our team
in
challenge
March. Is it March or February that we have Miami Valley coming in here? They have their
that's
doubles shootout.
February. Sorry, can you hear me now?
Not very well.
Hear me?
Yeah, it's coming in a little better.
Sorry, microphone coming down. That is.
At this point, Nick is going ahead pretty good, so Rob's going to need him to miss some.
Yeah, that's Sunday, February 2nd is the Miami Valley
Yep.
Team Challenge.
So we'll we have a senior sweeper this month, and only one regular sweeper, and then so next month we will not have a senior sweeper. Or are you going to run it on the 9th?
We won't have a senior sweeper
Okay.
in February. We will not.
Yep. So Nick here now.
But we'll be here in February. We'll live stream the finals of that tournament.
Well, you and somebody can live stream me and my dad winning it.
I like it. I'll get Justin Harris. You're on. You are here. Them guys run it anyway. They do a great job. I believe that tournament is sold out, though, guys.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I think.
I know it does typically sell out.
They only had a few spots left the last time.
I'm sure there's a waiting list, though. You can get yourself into and.
Yeah, you can get a hold of Larry Rhodes or Justin Harris up at Miami Valley and let them guys know if they have a spot or get on a waiting list for it. If you can bowl that tournament, man, that's a fun one.
Yeah, that's a unique format too. It's like, isn't it? It's bowl 3 games each, then 3 Baker games, then 3 Scotch double games.
Yep. Top 14 advance, and then they do. I think they do just Baker games after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just Baker games after that, so they have a winner. And yeah, that's always a fun tournament.
Yeah, it is.
We've had it here now for 3 or 4 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Fun to have it here. Glad to have them, guys.
Ooh, yep, that will lock that up.
Yeah,
it was locked up before that, yeah. But so Nick will be moving on. Have Nick Arvin versus Daniel Robertson. There's a big strike. Yeah, Nick is locked in right now. It's going to be interesting to see how that continues on. See if he can keep that going. We'll give up. Daniel will get, assuming about 2 minutes of practice to get himself figured out. Oh, we got that a little outside. But now he knows he can't miss there. Yep, 225. Moving on. Be right back once we get that lane that's moved around. We'll get practice started for Daniel. This is a stepladder finals, Blake. So this one is the 2 seed versus the 3 seed. Bob was the 4 seed, so Nick did beat the 4 seed there. And so then we have the winner of this match will be facing Rick McCormick, who was our #1 overall seed. We took that based on total pinfall across all rounds. Yeah. Also, Jeff, I'm not sure how long ago that comment was. Sorry about that, but the cut was 602. We were bowling on a modified house challenge shot. It was beaten path, which is a 41-foot 5.7 to 1 ratio, and on top of that, also our handicap was 80% of 210. So did bring our cut down quite a bit from our what you typically expect to hear us say a cut was.
That's why you're not allowed in the booth.
Yeah. He caught himself before he said it.
Tell him again. That's like that in front of your mama.
I think Nick's kind of happy he got some of that.
All right. Hear me?
Yep.
All right. Sorry, guys.
All good.
Full disclaimer. I did post a picture of the prize fund. We had to adjust that prize fund.
Yep.
I forgot in my doing the prize fund out of habit, done it like I'm doing a bracket and not doing a stepladder finals, and we didn't catch it till a couple of rounds ago. I noticed it, and I was like, "Hey, that ain't right." So on the adjustment, the fourth place bowler, Bob, just got 225, not the 275, and then the third place bowler is going to get 325
Yep.
instead of the 275. So we took 50 from fourth and gave it to third.
Yeah, Bethany, 4 seed was Bob Kendall, who bowled Nick Arvin in the last round. Nick did end up winning that. Now we have Daniel Robertson as the 2 seed that Nick is bowling, and the winner of this will bowl Rick McCormick, who was the 1 seed. I mean, like we saw, they've now bowled. I mean, through qualifying and everything else, you had 3 games of qualifying. In what 4 rounds of or 3 rounds of King of the Hill, I think.
3 rounds of King of the Hill.
And then to the step ladders. Yeah. So that's 9 games that they bowled before this.
Yep.
So through those 9 games, Rick did get to 22-18, which was plus 418.
Yeah. At one point, Rick got mad because he only shot 250.
Yeah.
Rick started off hot.
Yeah, he did.
Rick fired one of our. He got the closest to a 300 today.
Yep.
He fired 299 right out of the gates, down on lanes 1 and 2. And then Steve quickly proved that pair was not that easy.
No, it wasn't. When you throw the lowest score for a scratch bowler in the tournament, it makes it a little difficult to make the cut.
Yep. Yeah, Blake, Chad ran into the high end, and I think
Struggled a little bit.
She struggled the game 1. She only shot 185 game 1 in the next round of matches, and wasn't able to recover from that. A lot of them guys struggled that, but then they figured it out the second game, and by then it was just a little too late for Chad. Chad bowled, you're right, and he was on fire right before you left, Blake. He fired in his one round of King of the Hill 279, 270.
Yeah. Every one of these bowlers bowling averaged over 250 on the day.
Top 4. Yeah, yep, absolutely.
I mean, that's on a challenge pattern. I mean, that's a good day for that many games.
Yeah,
I think at least 3. Bob may not have been 250, but the first top 3 were definitely at least 250 a game. Gonna get the calculator out.
I am, because I want to see what he did average for those 9.
Yep. Oh, Daniel didn't take any time to figure it out. Maybe it wasn't 250. Bob averaged 227.
Yeah, for
One
his
pick
9
average.
games.
Yeah. 244.
He was
So it's
244.
close. Still over 240.
Yeah.
I mean,
The other guys were well into
244.
the 250s.
Eh,
240s,
they're
250s.
probably right around 245 to
Yeah.
250, somewhere in there. They were all, but even still, like we said, this is easy. It's not that easy. You're going to have a ton of people coming in here averaging 240 on it. Get that 10 pin out of there.
Our top 3 bowlers did. I mean,
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, in
that's
top 30. As I say, you're not going to have a lot of people. There's 3 people out of how many?
68.
68? Yeah.
Blake, quick, what's the percentage on that? Ha, bowling math.
3%. Something like
You're
that.
not supposed to help him. He's the one always giving us crap about our bowling math.
4%. That was close.
Top 4%.
Yep. Yep.
There's a great
Yeah.
shot.
He is just lined up. He's been throwing those all day.
Blake said 7%.
Yeah, he was close. Arizona State's decided to try and make it a ball game. It's not a live stream if I don't mention something about football.
Football, listen. Got that one a little while. Wow.
Yep.
That pin needs to be tested for steroids. That was a blind. Gee Louise.
I think it needs an eye test, not a steroid test.
Well, yeah.
The one that was going for it needs an eye test. Depth perception was a little off.
Try that with string pins.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
You just have Rick waiting in the wings down here.
Gonna need these 2 right here. These are big.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Yeah, it's just that little, like I said, it's still 21 and 22. It may not be the exact house shot, but it's still the lanes. Still going to be a little bit tighter. Still going to see a little bit tough to get that 10 pin out of there.
There you go.
10 pin out that time. Looked like he had that one a little more in, and the last one may have got a hair outside. Just didn't finish.
Let's say on the bottom of I'm trying to figure out what school Daniel goes to. If anybody knows, let me know. I'm trying to read it on the bottom of his shirt.
Oh, does it say a school on the bottom of his shirt? Just says Bowling World across the back, it looked like.
Oh, it says World. Oh, I thought it said
Yeah,
Rio. Okay.
Bowling World. Anybody who is watching, if you know where he goes to school, let us know. Also, want to go ahead and throw out there we have 11 people on Facebook, um, 5 people over on YouTube. If you guys want to hit that share button on Facebook and then pop over to the YouTube channel and
There you go.
subscribe
He acted
there.
like he didn't like that one, but that one.
Yep. Link to the YouTube channel is at the top of the comments if you scroll up there.
Who said Hard Knocks? Scroll back down. Blake. I got a feeling, Blake, that school closed down from our generation.
10-pin out there again. Yep. I mean, like we said, that's that one. Daniel came in and figured him out real quick, so.
That's what he needed to do, like we said.
Yeah.
Nick has that good blueprint. He hasn't missed the pocket yet, neither has Daniel. I mean, kid's good.
Mm-hmm.
But that was going to be the wild card, is if he can come in and get it figured out quick, and he's done that. Now the pressure's all on Nick.
Yep. Somebody said he goes to Pikeville.
Pikeville?
All right.
Yeah, if that's the case, I mean, they're doing a great job down there in Pikeville because this kid can bowl. Oh, wow.
Ooh, another wrap 10.
He packed that one in there just as high and tight.
Yeah.
And that one
is full wrapped. I mean, like we said, though, Nick's not, even if he does slip here, which, I mean, it's going to come down to now going to need him to miss twice here and potentially even 3 times. If he needs to miss the 8th and the first ball of the 10th or open. But we'll see what happens. Of course, Nick's been telling everybody all day he was the one that picked this pattern because he's the one that asked us to put this tournament on. But people keep trying to say he picked the pattern.
That is not
which he
the case.
Did not do.
I promise you, he did not have any say so in that picking of the pattern. That was all me.
Oh, there's a 10-pin.
Nick asked me to run something similar to what was in Hillsboro. I discussed with Nick the format and we chose something that was similar to Hillsboro. I didn't want to copy it exactly. And then that was it. I only made Nick a co-host on the event page so Nick could help share it around and spread the word on it.
Yep.
Everything else was me.
Yep.
Our decision. We picked the oil pattern. We broke down the prize fund, things like that. We all did. So that's as far as Nick's involvement was. I know it says he was a host on that page. I don't want people to think that they've been joking about it all day. Like I said, that he had helped pick this pattern. He had no say so in that, none at all.
Ooh, there's another one.
Well, now we have a ball game. We have a ball game.
But if he strikes out the 10th, he still wins.
He should have picked something different.
I didn't pick it. Well, no, what I should have done is I should have drawn a different lane to start on. Because then I wouldn't have hit 1 and 2. I went 246, 204 on my other 2 games. So it wasn't the pattern. It was a little bit of the lane and a little bit of the bowler.
So it was funny. Steve argued with me right as we're doing all the sign-ups and said that this was technically a challenge pattern and we fibbed. It's not modified house. And I said, you just wait till you start bowling on it, Steve. You'll see.
Yeah.
4 frames into game 1, Steve comes up to the front counter and goes, you're right, it's modified house.
And 4 frames into game 2, I came up and said, no, it's not. It's challenge pattern. Because I had 3 splits at 4 frames.
He promptly changed his mind and said, I hate this oil pattern.
That rod dropped right back down there. Nick had that opportunity. Oh, wow. Very nice. Dan Robertson was a TV finalist at Junior Gold.
He's pretty okay.
Yeah. And he's gonna need an open out of Daniel now.
Yep. Yeah, he
Nick
had
can
an
only get
opportunity right
himself to
there.
25. Yeah, he could have struck out to force him to get a double, but now I think he needs an open. Actually, Daniel's only going to need an 8 out, even if Nick
Yep.
strikes out. Yep.
No. 7, 07, 15,
Nick, you don't get to 22.
23. 9, 8 out would be a loser.
Oh, yeah, he does still need to mark.
9 out. 9 out would be a tie.
Yep.
So he does need a mark.
Yes.
If Nick strikes out.
Oh, that one was in. Oh, it's still struck, though.
Yep.
Of course, Nick's sitting here throwing it like it doesn't matter, which doesn't really. He's thinking that, and it does, but yeah.
We've seen worse. I mean,
Yeah.
he's a 7-10 split away from here.
Yep.
Winning this thing.
Yeah. You get out of that ball, you get your
even
hand
a
out of that a
7
little wrong, and
Right. A touch high 4-9.
yep. Or I mean, you wrap that 10 again and miss it.
Thanks, Blake. I appreciate it, buddy.
Ooh.
All right, so now 9 out's a winner.
Yes.
So he needs 9 out is a winner.
He needs at least, yeah, if we can manage 9 here.
8-1 is a tie. No. No. Anything less than 9, he'll have to spare.
Yeah. That'll do it.
Best mark in the world.
Yep.
Can't get any better than that one right there.
That's in the 227. That'll do it. Have Daniel Robertson versus Rick McCormick here in the finals. Josh Pickett showed up at 3:05 when the bowling tournament started at 11 a.m. Yeah. Rick McCormick is making his way down here. We will get 2 minutes of 2 minutes of practice back up on the screen once we do get that. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. We didn't have that.
All
Right,
right,
practice is done. Rick is going to be flipping. He has decided to
Yeah, he's gonna let
let
Daniel start.
Daniel go first, and yep. Like we said though, like Ed was saying, you've got. I mean, he was on TV for Junior Gold, so he's
Yeah, this kid's
not under
son.
pressure.
Yeah, our piddly little cameras here ain't scaring him none.
Nope.
The little YouTube channel ain't affecting him.
There he goes.
Messing in the sign.
Yeah. The sign we can't repeat on Facebook if we want to keep live streaming.
Yeah, I can
You
repeat it.
can you can mess around and find out, but
Yeah,
let's just say the sign does not say mess.
yeah. My buddy Jimmy got me a little street sign to put on my desk.
Mm-hmm.
It's sitting right on the corner of mess around and find out. Rick, on the other hand, he might be a little nervous about our YouTube channel. He's kind of new to this.
Yeah, Rick's not bold before.
That's I'm kidding. These guys, Rick's
Throwing pins around.
Rick isn't nervous about anything in this house. I promise
Yeah,
you. And if you're worried
definitely.
about Rick not knowing what happens with 21 and 22, he
Don't be.
knows every square inch of every lane on this house. This is going to be a fun one, guys. Daniel's not going to back down now. I'm going to tell you.
No, he's not.
Yes. Rick, buddy, I wish you luck. This kid can bowl. All right, what's he got?
The DNA coil. DNA coil.
What are you throwing? Ion Max.
Ion Max.
Right.
Yep.
Danny's throwing a DNA coil. Rick's got the Ion Max.
Rick has a couple of honor scores with that DNA coil, I believe.
The Texas just missed a field goal. That ball game's tied.
Yes, it is.
There's a lot of people that pick Texas to go and win all this.
Oh yeah.
There you go, Rick. Good ball.
Said this could be.
We're gonna thank some sponsors real quick while we're here. These guys, we thank them each and every week. We're gonna not thank them here. First off, Big Brain Bowling. Huge shout out to Clint Catine. That's his online shop. Head on over to bigbrainbowling.com. Pick you out some ball cleaners, a chamois. They got a really good backpack going right now. Use promo code Wayne300 there, and you're going to save 7% off your next order. Stupid how good he is.
Yeah.
I Am Bowling. We are proud to be with I Am Bowling for this 2025 calendar year. Head on over to iambowling.com. Use coupon code Wayne300 there, and you'll save 20% off your next jersey order. You should get you a couple of them. No, I am. Jeez Louise. And then Strikers Pro Shop right here inside Northwest Lanes. Huge shout out to Wendell and Connor. We're able to raffle off some bowling balls each and every week, help out these prize funds. Stop in up here, see Wendell and Connor get all your bowling supply needs, including some of that Big Brain Bowling cleaning supplies that we just mentioned. They're selling that inside Strikers Pro Shop. still in college. 19, 20, maybe 18. Is he 18? 18.
Oh, get that out of there.
Jesus, that one was not blind.
Nope.
Did you see the scout he threw last game that didn't make it? Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Guys, do us a favor. Hit that share button. These guys, this could be a good one.
This
We
could be.
got a doozy.
Yeah, we do.
Uh, one of the older gentlemen that lives across the street comes over and plays Keno here all the time. He must
Yep.
have just hit on Keno.
Oh yeah. I heard him saying doing something.
I thought something happened with the football game. I was looking at
Yeah.
TVs. All right, 6-pack alert. Bagging.
Oh wow. He
Oh,
got away with that one.
you see him give it a little hand wave? He had to
Did.
steer that one back. He had to
Yep.
steer it back. He got away with one.
Don't give him those hits.
That's the last thing Rick McCormick needs is to be lucky. All right. It's good. Oh,
Ooh, wow.
yeah. You ain't scaring this kid.
Yep. Still went through the pins. I mean, yeah. Well, bowling math's easy.
This math is really easy. Can't mess this math up.
Me in the finals, nobody's made a spare yet.
What he's just saying.
Tab just come over and said it's like bowling me in the finals. Nobody's made a spare yet.
It's true.
All right. All right.
Oh, we got it in.
That hooked.
Oh. The pin almost came up out the back and hit it. It got stuck on the gutter. Tried to trip it.
Did that? Rick flew out of his chair.
Yeah. He's just been seeing how he's been throwing. So the second he let it go, he stood up, figuring it was time to go. Go.
All right, shake that off, young man. Now for Rick here, these next two are huge.
Yep.
Pack
Keep that
these
pressure
two right
on it.
here. Oh, there you go.
He was nervous about that 10 pin.
All right, this one right here really puts the squeeze on the young man.
Yep. It forces him to get pretty much, basically, get those next two.
Yep. A little tight. Oh, he
Got away
walked
with
it
it.
out. All right. See what the young man's made of here. Put two right back on Rick here.
Oh, no.
I think both of those hooked a little early on him.
Yep.
Might be a little bit of let up in that speed.
Yeah.
Maybe a hair slow.
I wonder if he did make a little bit of it, tried to make an adjustment or something, and just guessed wrong. Oh,
Oh!
wow. Still can get himself 53.
Yeah, he'll force Rick to mark.
Yeah.
Much better shot
There it is.
Much
Yep.
better shot.
That's it.
Yeah, knows it too. That's going to force Rick to get a mark here.
Yep. 2 marks. Well, actually, really, Rick just needs this first one.
Yeah, he strikes here, it's over.
Yeah. If he spares, then he would need to mark in the 10th, right? Oh!
Does that pin not know who he is? We know.
You turn around saying, "Go lie, ace that one." There it is. The 40. I think he still needs what? 7? I think he needs 7 out here.
What can the kid get to?
He can still get to
53.
53.
29, 39. 7 out would be a tie.
7 out.
7-1 to win. Anything more than 7 is a winner.
Yep.
That's more than 7.
That'll do it. That'll do it.
All right, Rick McCormick's going to be our first New Year's Day sweeper winner. We have to come up with a good name for this tournament. I don't.
Yep.
New Year's Day sweeper is just kind of, yeah. Let's come up with a good one. That'll be everybody's homework assignment.
Yeah.
Message me with some some names for this tournament. We'll look to get some sponsors for it next year. Rick's just going to turn around and walk away on them now.
Yeah.
This kid, no, yeah, Daniel, take a bow, dude. This kid bowled great all day.
Yeah, he did.
2 bad frames away from. Anytime you can stand toe to toe with Rick McCormick in this house on any oil pattern, you're doing something right.
Yep. Yeah, almost a ball. I don't know if we would have done that. I wasn't sure. Once he missed, it was like, okay, because this wasn't.
I'm sure
Sunday
Austin would have.
sweeper. Yeah.
Austin probably would have held up to it. Rick would not have taken it because he's on staff with a different company.
Yep.
But we're going to work on that, guys. I promise we're going to have that built back up. 279 for Rick McCormick.
And it took almost every bit of that to do it, too.
Yeah, the kid ran him all the way to the 7th frame. I mean.
Yeah.
All right, so guys, come up with good names for this tournament. We want a good one. I don't want to just do New Year's Day sweeper. Let's come up with some good names. Send them to me. We'll throw the idea around and pick it over. If anybody wants to sponsor this tournament for next year or any other tournaments that we run here, shoot me a message on Facebook, or you can email us at nwltournaments@gmail.com. Daniel's going to throw a backup ball.
Try to get it there.
Man, this was fun. I'm glad we done it. I'm glad everybody else that bowled here seemed to have a great time. The new format, the different format. As always, we're open to suggestions, guys. We're going to see you all Sunday morning for our regular Sunday sweeper.
Senior sweeper.
Senior
sweeper.
Men 50 and over, women 45 and over. I'll have donuts here from the donut spot.
Back with our first regular sweeper of the year on the 26th.
Yes.
We do have the next 2 weeks after that off for tournaments in here, high school tournaments.
Right.
Take his picture for that.